Alright, so Japan took their turn. Purchase was 4 tanks, artillery, 3 infantry. They split their transports up, sent 2 back up here with a carrier for protection, I guess. He did come down here and got his fleet down here so that he can try and take Australia and DI in this back next turn. Almost, when I saw this, I was kind of like, should I just snipe this guy just to annoy him? But that's pointless. No need for any of that. I could make some headaches. I can split up my subs and bring all my fighters and bombers down, but reality is we're going to be setting up for Berlin's fall here coming up. So I imagine UK9 will be spent getting my fighters over here. My bombers can stay where they are so that they can both hit Berlin on UK10, US10. Like I said, I'm too lazy to calculate it all the way out, so you're going to see I'm still building units over here in USA, even though I don't think I'll need them. Um, just being safe, I guess, and just too lazy to go ahead and calculate out what that round 10 battle really looks like. But yeah, so here we go. Cruising on in. You can see the nothing up here left up in the north, although he did build these tanks, presumably, since I could blitz the tank in through there. So this is where we're at. This is just, we're reading in the cleanup duty, so I'm not going to talk too much here. So building 7 infantry, 1 artillery, got enough left over for a fighter and a bomber. The 8 is 2 for here, 6 for here for my 3 transports going out. That's what I was going to say. All right, so here we go. Take. Just going to go ahead and send them both. Tanks can go back. I think that's it actually for the US attacks to do here. Just slowly crush, slowly crush. Everybody but the bomber hit. Now that's kind of funny. Oh, including his guys hit. That is just kind of funny. Dumping everything in here. Guy's marching. Bring him on up here. That's everybody, right? It looks like everybody. I'll be honest, there probably is a more efficient, cleaner way of doing this. I'm just not putting a ton of thought into this because the game is essentially over for all intents and purposes. kind of plan on US taking that, and I was going to only use 2 infantry, so we're just still going to only use 2 infantry. Go. Ah, he got the hit. Oh well. So yeah, I don't even need to send those 2 go that way. Looking at it closer, I don't need to worry about protecting here. Even if he bomber ran here, he's got no tanks that can reach Moscow, so we can put 4 units here, which can take care of anything that he takes that with. I mean, he could blitz a tank through there if he really wanted to. I mean, that would really be worth it for him. So here we go. So he did go ahead and buy 9 infantry and an artillery. The UK, so I had to spend a good bit of money to repair the UK just to build my 6 ground units. And then he did take Ukraine with an artillery and 5 fighters. So that was his German turn. I'm not sure what happened here. He non-combat moved an AA to Italy, which doesn't make sense. But if I remember, I'm going to try and just take a one shot at it because this doesn't shoot back without anybody else there. An airplane can attack it for free. So I will probably hit it with one of my airplanes at some point, if I remember. That's the hard part. Probably with the U.S. because don't think I got any real attacks coming up for the U.S. in here as they get their units ready for hitting Berlin coming up. Okay, so in any case, we're going to go ahead. We had to repair 8 to the UK, and we'll still get my 9 units. We're going to put 3 infantry, 3 artillery in the UK, 3 infantry down here. We're going to leave enough in India just so that he can't take India real simply this turn. I plan on letting him have it, probably J10. I don't see any reason to continue to hold it at that point. So I do want to double check one last thing. Yep, okay. Along. Two, three. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so he can hit here. Don't have anyone that can reach there. I could send a tank, but I don't want to send a tank. I want to keep him over here for right now. So 1, 2, 3, return. 1, 2, 3, return. I don't see any other attacks. Do or want to do. So I think that's it. Oh. Let's see, we're gonna build 6. Let's go. Do with our 3 subs here. Oh, something like that. I don't know why. Looks pretty. Do you want to try and do anything here? I mean, he's gonna have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's make him go to that side if he wants to take it this turn. Actually, can still hit all the way up there. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna try to keep these quick. I know I'm not doing the best efficiency I can to kill Germany. I'm just playing it smart and just playing it slow. So, anyways, with that said, Japan bought 5 tanks. Evidently, he's going to tank rush me through here. An artillery and infantry that he put back on Tokyo, which he brought all his transports down here. He's going to let me kill that one for free. I guess he thinks he's threatening this way. I'll build a destroyer block, which means he won't be able to use his bombardments on ND, and he won't be able to go to Madagascar or any of Africa this turn. He may decide to go down here and go ahead and take care of Australia then. Regardless, it's all delayed and slowed, and this is kind of irrelevant, and it's keeping him from shucking units onto the mainland, so he's only putting 5 a turn on the ground. And Russia, meanwhile, is building 6, 7 units a turn. Plus, I'm going to start pulling Russia out of this attack, and we're going to start bringing them back, and we're just going to take it nice and easy. I did the crunching real quick. I did do a fast crunch, and US10 followed by Russia 11 had like an 80%. US10 itself only had like a 12%, but Russia would have had like an 80% chance. But in a game like this, why take an 80% chance? Let's just slowly bleed him. I mean, eventually he's going to get tired of this game, I'm sure, because he's just going to get stuck here and just watch me build here. But it looks like he's going to wait until we take it, and we're just going to take our time on it. So we're going to go ahead and build 11 infantry, 3 artillery. I did forget about the fact that I'm going to be offset, so I'm going to have 7. So that means I really need to build 14 units back here this turn. I can't. It's only a 12 unit thing. So one of my transports, after dropping off in 3, is going to hang out here a turn to pair up with these 3 to balance it 6 and 4 shucking instead of the 7 and 3 that I'm at right now. But there we go. That's going to be our purchase. We're not really attacking. I don't even know that we're attacking anything with US actually. We're just letting them build up their forces for the main attack. Da, 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 da. Oh, yeah. Take out the AA gun for free. Gotta be careful here. You know, he does have, you know, with these guys. So if I had calculated it out, I would have started moving my stack over to here this turn with the UK, but since I didn't, and I don't want to just leave those guys hanging, we're just going to wait a turn, and we'll move the stack over next turn. It would have been smarter to do it this turn, but oh well. Again, not my most efficient kill, just finishing the game. You know what? We're going to do it. Folks, we are going to bomb. No, don't do the bombing raid. Don't do it. I'm going to try and speed this up. I'll probably be shooting myself in the foot. And I actually have not had the bad luck a lot of people have on bombing raids, so. Of course, I probably shouldn't have said anything. They seem to be fairly even, which overall, perfectly even dice is a slight profit for the bombers, so. Hey, I want that on my roll. Alright, I'll take that. If he's gonna start bombing UK, I might as well start bombing him, right? Keep their trek going. Da, la-di-da, la-di-da. We're gonna pull that, except we're gonna be pulling the Russians out. UK and US to their own devices. Can't pull them completely out yet, but we're gonna get them mostly out. Does it matter? Go. I figure at some point he's gonna realize he can smoke those guys if he wants, but that's why I'm not putting too expensive units there together. I'm actually surprised he hasn't just put a mini stack on France or Northwest Europe so I could stop doing this. But of course, a mini stack I could sacrifice and take, I guess. Oh, fighter. Oh, okay. Fighter and tank missed. Go figure. There we go. That's okay. Phew. Okay. Now, at any point, he can do the can opener. That I do got to be mindful of. That where he pulls these bombers to kill him, and then the tanks that he's building, he's amassing, followed by a bomber strike on Moscow. That is a reality. So that's why we're bringing as much Russians back as we can, so that if he does do a can opener, I'll know to pull my UK troops back into Moscow. But at the same point, let's see, I needed 9 of these guys to stay back, so we're going to pull them out. So that gives me 3 to trade back here with 2 fighters if he was to go. And I got my tanks if I need to throw in tanks in there at all. Otherwise, the tanks will be coming back and helping this front back here. And then the next turn, we'll be able to pull the other 12 out, I'm sure. But because of that blitzing threat and the fact that I'm hanging them out, 4 bombers, 5 fighters. Should I be worried about that? I don't think I should be worried about that. I mean, I'm winning that attack, right? And the fighters can't reach there. So, all right, I think I'm fine with that. Because I want to keep as many here so that less UK has to go in here if he tries a can opener. There we go.